Hey sewing friends, this is just an update on my Cashmere Club Kimball bomber jacket plans. I had talked earlier about how I belonged to the Cashmere Club, but I wasn't taking advantage of it, so I was going to start making the patterns. And the first one that I was going to make is the Kimball bomber jacket. And I'd mentioned that if any of you guys wanted to go ahead and sew along with me, that we could all have some Zoom meetings and you know, just sort of do it together and help one another and just sort of get that kind of sewing circle camaraderie going. And a couple of you have actually expressed some interest. So I want to go ahead and announce that the first Zoom call for the Kimball bomber jacket, Cashmere Club Kimball bomber jacket, first Zoom call will be this Saturday, September 9th at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So what you need to do if you want to be a part of the call is you can go ahead and send me an email to the pollysews22@gmail.com, and then I will go ahead and send you a link, and then we can all log on to the Zoom meeting on Saturday, September 9th, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You guys will have to do the math as far as if it's earlier or later according to the time zone that you're in. Now, there are a couple of issues that I want to bring to your attention because I'm actually going fabric shopping on Friday, the day before the call, at Britex Fabrics in San Francisco. Because in looking at the jacket, there's a couple of things that I was looking at. We need ribbing here, okay? We also need a zipper, and I'd like my zipper to somewhat match my ribbing. So if you see here, she has yellow in her jacket and she has a yellow zipper, even though she has kind of like, I guess, a blue ribbing for her cuff and her hem. But I want to make sure that all that is coordinated together. And, you know, as I said, I'm looking forward to this make because there's going to be a couple of techniques that I've never done before. One are the two side zipper pockets. They have zippers, so I've never done anything like that. The sleeves are quilted, and I've never done any quilting. The instructions do have you bias bind the seams for a really nice finish, but looking at the instructions and the type of fabric that I plan on using, I'm going to fully line mine. So I'll deviate a little bit from what the instructions say. I have had some trouble finding ribbing that I like. Let me tell you about the journey real quick. I had ordered the fabric that I thought would make a great jacket from Merchant & Mills. And this is the wool. It's a very spongy, soft wool. I was quite surprised when it arrived just how soft, and they used the adjective spongy, and it really kind of is. One thing that surprised me is they had said in the description, and I was looking at the computer monitor, and we all know that, you know, computer monitors may not be exactly accurate. They had said that this was had checks of moss green, a light nut brown, and dark gray. Well, when it arrived, I mean, I'm kind of hard pressed to really find that moss green. I think right here, this is the square that has moss green. I don't know if you can see that. I think it's over here too. It doesn't really show, I'm not sure how it's showing up on camera or on your computer screen, but yeah, you're hard pressed in real life to see any moss green on this. So anyhow, I had ordered this with the idea of what the colors are going to be, and then I went on Amazon and found this really cool rib knit that I wanted to use. And I ordered, I think, a camel and a dark gray, thinking either of them would be, you know, fine when this arrived. Well, they're not. Although I do like this rib knit. This one I got on Amazon. I think it's like Tina Kim. If you search in Amazon Tina Kim ribbing, you'll find this. It comes in, you know, 1 yard, 36 inches by 6 inches. And I like it because it's just a really thick, nice quality ribbing. It has a really good stretch and recovery. And it reminds me of almost like the ribbing that you would see, let's say, on a high school, like Letterman jacket, you know, or a bomber jacket. So I was quite impressed and decided that I wanted to use this rib knit. Unfortunately, the two colors that I added do not look good. Okay, this camel or tan, whatever I bought, I don't think looks very good. And the dark gray is actually more of a silvery gray. So I do not think that it matches at all. I don't think it looks good at all. So then I found an Etsy shop. It's Liz's Sewing Supplies, I think, that carried the exact same ribbing. And I went ahead and ordered an olive green, hoping to bring out the green, her dark gray, and then also a brown. And when those three arrived, they don't look any better. The green looks absolutely horrible against this, the olive green. Okay, it doesn't work. Their dark gray looks like it has some blue in it. So it's more like a graphite, but I don't think it matches. And the brown is just the wrong color brown. So I'm really at a loss as to what to do about the ribbing. And so what I'm going to do is take the ribbing, and I'll also take my fabric with me to Britex on Friday, and I'm going to try and look at their fabric and see if I can find a fabric that matches the ribbing, because I've also got a couple of matching zippers. For instance, now the zippers that I got from Wawak, and I chose a brass separating zipper. They have these in the 22-inch, and then they also have them in the 7-inch that are non-separating for the pockets. So, and then these are also YKK zippers. I don't know if you can see the YKK there on the tab, but that means they're made by the Yoshida Zipper Company, and I think Yoshida makes probably like more than half the zippers in the whole world. It's a very, very high quality zipper, and I'm betting that if you were to look at any of the zippers that you have in your closet, like your ready to wear stuff, you'll probably see the initials YKK on them. They're just that prevalent. So I like that I can get my 22-inch separating, and I can also get my 7-inch one for the pockets. So I'm going to take, and as I said, I think the brown looks pretty good on the brown. I have this camel that looks okay with this kind of tan camel color. And then I also have like a dark gray. And then I'm wondering, I'll take this to see if maybe they have a Ponte knit or something, because the pattern also says that, you know, and you can use rib knitting or a good Ponte or some sort of stretch. So I'll see if they have something that might match this. If not, I'll see if they have some fabric that matches the rib knit that I bought. And then the last thing that I got for it is for the quilting of the sleeves. I bought some wadding. And this is just wadding. I bought it from Merchant and Mills only because they had it, and then I was ordering the fabric anyway, so I thought, why not go ahead and get the wadding as well. So that's for the sleeves, but again, you could probably get this at Joann's or any other quilting or sewing shop in your neighborhood or online. So I will be ready to go as soon as I get some fabric. I do have the pattern that probably what I'll do is after our Zoom call, or actually before our Zoom call, I'm going to try and get it all taped out and cut out, getting the correct full bust option, the full bicep option, make sure I like the length, because this is going to be a little bit of a challenge for me. Not just because there are techniques that I haven't done before, but also I was looking at the Instagram photos of the Kimball bomber jacket because I was kind of looking for inspiration. And I have to say, I didn't like any of them, hardly any of them. I felt that a lot of them looked like just front zip hoodies, but without the hood. And I think it's because of the fabric choice that they had. And I also noticed a lot of them did not do the quilting on the arms. And so because the fabric looked more, it almost looked more, some of it looked more like a, I don't know, it just looked like it was thin, and it looked like a front zip-up hoodie. And that's not the look that I was going for. I really want it to look more like a traditional bomber jacket. And then also, I really like this fabric because it's nice and warm. This, I was thinking, was actually going to be kind of like my main jacket that I wear here this winter. You know, we don't have really super cold winter, so I don't need a long coat. I just need something that's going to keep me warm, taking me from the house to the car, and then to the car to the shop or to work or wherever I'm going. So yeah, I am excited though to try and make the best bomber jacket that I can make. So I'm going to choose the best fabric I can find. I think I have the best ribbing I can find. Going to really focus on those techniques, and I'm really excited about getting started. So I hope some of you want to join me if you're part of the Cashmere Club, and we can sort of help and support each other along the way. So that's really all I had today, just an update. If you want to join the Kimball Bomber Club, just send an email to the pollysews22@gmail.com. I will send you a Zoom link, and we can go ahead and sew the Kimball jacket together. Other than that, I hope you guys had a really good weekend. I hope you had the extra holiday off if you're here in the US. So, 3-day weekend, yay! And I will go ahead and see you next time. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.